Hey everybody, it's Wilbits, and we're playing Apollo Justice Ace Attorney. That trial 7 years ago was the beginning of it all. This I know beyond a doubt. The mysteries of the past work their magic on the present. But you'll soon be finding all of this out for yourself. Which of Magnifique Gremory's disciples pulled that trigger? Where did the vanishing defendant, Zach Gremory, go, abandoning his daughter? What dark truth lurks behind the forged diary page? And what about the girl who was left behind? What? Here we are playing Mason System. Again. The past left us 4 keys to unlocking the truth. But that's not all. There are 4 keys in the present as well. And when all the questions have found their answers, the final trial will begin. But first, you must chase the truth through then and now. Think of it as a game. I, Phoenix Wright, will be your guide through this game. Here I am. I'm the one, leader of the Matrix. That terrible trial saw me present forged evidence. It ended half-finished when the defendant vanished. What became of me after that? As your investigation proceeds, the answer will become clear. Oh, and one more thing. There's something I must tell you. As Apollo Justice has his bracelet, so too do I have my own weapon of sorts. We call it the Magatama. Yes. What does it do, you ask? That I would have you see for yourself. Or maybe you've played any of the other games, in which case you already know. Well now, shall we begin? Touch the arrow to switch between past and present. But let's begin 7 years ago, in the past. This is a crazy investigation. It's right after my last trial came to an abrupt end. Now that you know the game, let's play. Alright, I can go to any of these places and I guess talk to people. We're just like hacking the game. So I can go to the present, but not really yet. Alright. Let's just start down the list. The nightmare trial was over, and the new nightmare of figuring out what had happened had just begun. I wanted to wake up, to walk away, but I figured I'm the only one who could do this, probably. And besides, I had plenty of time, thanks to the Bar Association Review Board's decision. It's hard to work when your attorney's badge has been taken away. That's true. At least it's hard to work as a lawyer. Nothing to do but learn to play piano, I guess. What strange sight doth mine eyes behold? Excuse me? 2 men on either side of a single transparent pane. Yet it seems fickle fate has switched sides, so to speak. The forger of fakes walks freely, while the innocent languages within these plexiglass confines. There's been no proof that I forged anything, nor proof that I took the life of my dear mentor. Yet, these chains cannot hold me for long. The stage awaits! And what, may I ask, awaits you? A little piano and a cold little hole in the wall. But since you are here, what shall we discuss? The shooting of Magnifique Gremory, for one. Who pulled that trigger? Valant? Or his partner, Zach? His partner vanished before the answer could be found. If I'm gonna get any closer to the truth, this is the place to start. Alright, buddy. I don't like you at all. I have to hand it to my partner. He knows how to make an exit. That's talent. Yeah, he made my attorney's badge disappear and he never even touched it. Glory's spotlight always leaves someone weeping in the shadows. Yet his very disappearance is itself a revelation. Revealing what? Zach Gremery killed Magnify. It's as good as a signed confession. That's certainly been public opinion's take on it. I grow tired of my cage, and the time of my release is near. I must go and prepare. Planning on jumping back into the magic right away? As long as an audience waits with bated breath, there will be Valant. And also, yeah? Yes? Now that my partner has disappeared, Magnify's repertoire is mine. Valant Gremery has a tradition to uphold. Is that true? Seen in this light, the trial was quite good to me, verdict or no. And you can't pay for that kind of publicity. Huh? Alright. Wow. The suspicion on you hasn't lifted entirely, Valant. After all, you received one of those letters too. You were just as obligated to follow Magnify's instructions as your partner. So I was, but only Zach Gremery followed them. Let us not speak anymore of who shot what. Now that my partner has vanished, the question is moot. I'm interested in learning something else, actually. What might that be? I want to know what Magnify had up his sleeve. How could he coerce you and your partner to kill him? The trick up his sleeve? Perhaps you do not know. Know what? A great magician never reveals his secrets! I didn't think it would be that easy. The audience must remain forever in the audience, bathing in the reflected glow of the spotlight. My Magatama, one of my most prized possessions, which I got during a certain case. It can show me the locks on people's hearts. And if I can unlock their hearts, they'll tell me their secrets. The Magatama starts it all. And the Magatama ends it. Alright. Let's see what we got. Maybe we need to go looking around for stuff before we can get them all, but we can try it with what we got. Let's at least see what he says. The trick up his sleeve. I'm flying by the seat of my pants on this one. There must be a path leading from the evidence to the truth. And that's what I'm gonna find. To ask someone to take a life, even one not long for this world, that's asking someone to commit murder. Yes, our mentor was fond of dramatic moves and dramatic finales. And he got his wish. His life was taken. What weakness could be so powerful as to coerce someone into committing murder? Oh, and yeah, I know we may have to go look around, but I at least want to see what the subject is so that we can kind of get an idea for what we're looking for. My guess is it was a matter of life or death. Care to explain? Your troupe lived in a world of showmanship. The flashier, the better. And the flashy so often means danger, doesn't it? Let us make this as painless as possible. If you have proof of this danger, then show it. danger. Yeah, I can get penalized? Well, we're gonna stop this for now. I may not have enough evidence right now to pull this off. Maybe it's time to do a little more legwork. We're gonna have to come back, I think. Alright, let's look at these other places. I'm surprised we get to just go back to the court, actually. Didn't think I'd be back here for a while. I didn't want to have to remember that day.
Though I deeply regret having to declare a verdict in this way, this trial is over.
Ah, Your Honor.
Yes, Mr. Zack?
There is one thing I wish to make clear. Today, in this courtroom, you cannot declare me guilty.
What are you talking about?
I'm talking about this! Mr. Enigma! The defendant escaped! Find him, quick!
Bailiff, close all exits from the building. On the double, he must not be allowed to escape!
When I came here on that fateful morning, I still had my badge. But now, like an amputated limb, I can still feel it itching where my badge normally is. Where do I start? I don't even have the authority to investigate. Hey, you there, sir! Down on the hands! Fly on your head! Now! What's the big idea? My ears! No unauthorized personnel aren't allowed in here! But that would mean all unauthorized personnel are allowed. I just say it like it is, sir, and it's usually wrong. Thrown out of the precinct, lost my friends, my girl, and even my wallet. We've, met before, haven't we? On a case 2 years ago? No recollection of that, sir. Huh? For me, working on a case is always in the present, progressive tense, sir. There is no past, there is only now, sir. Okay, you're the bailiff, right? Yes, sir, court bailiff Mike Makins at your service, sir. I've asked to meet with the bailiff at this court who let the magician escape. Let me try to make this as absolutely clear as possible for you, sir. It was me, sir. But you were a regular police officer once, right? Sometimes bad things happen to good people, sir. Something tells me it's a long story. Let's not go there. So, you were in charge of security at the time of the vanishing. I'm dying over here! Oh, it's a hard knock life, sir. Thrown out of the precinct, lost my friends, my girl, and even my wallet. Guess I wasn't the only victim. Can I look around and find things? I've never been able to investigate these places before, I don't think. I must have seen that painting 1,000 times, but I never really looked at it until now. I guess my head was too stuck in the trials. I never had time to stop and appreciate art. I have time now. Okay, let's appreciate. Actually, it's pretty lame. I actually took a nap on that couch once when I was still practicing law. Boy, was that a mistake. I never even sit on the lobby sofas now. I never let my clients sit on them either. It's bad luck. Plant? You know, I think this was the lobby I used for my very first case. This plant seen me grow from a rookie to an ace, to a has-been. I hate you, plant. Just kidding. You're fine. I don't think this is gonna reveal anything, apparently. I guess Zo is officially a prop in Zach Gramarie's last show. He passed through that lobby door and vanished. But to where? He choreographed that entire fateful trial, according to his grand scenario. I hate magicians. Hate them. I'm never gonna be related to one. Alright, Meekins, how you doing? The last time we met, you were a police officer, right? In fact, you're still wearing your uniform. Sir, I wish I didn't have to tell you this, but last year, tragedy struck a rising star at the precinct. I lost my case files 4 times in 3 days. They fired me. It takes real talent, actually. They don't know what they're missing. So here I am, sir, forced to start at from square one, a lowly bailiff. But your uniform. I took it with me as a souvenir the day I was fired. That can't be legal. So, you were the one who let the magician get away that day? I'm dying over here. A star rises among the court bailiffs full of hope, then tragedy strikes. Is there anything you can tell me about it? About Zach Gramarie's disappearance? Oh, the humanity! That's enough of that. The magician's disappearance. Why, yes, I'd say it was around 2:00 p.m. when I heard a commotion in the court. I opened the door to see what might be amiss. The door slams open, slam, and some guy's face is right there in front of me. Face! So, you saw someone suspicious coming your way. Yeah, and I, being a bailiff of little standing, I gave chase. I chased that silk hat all the way down the hall, sir. I have a diagram of the court building here. All right. Aha, there was courtroom number 7. This courtroom number 7, that's where I was, sir. All by myself, nary a friend to call my own. Okay, and which way did Zach Gramarie run after bursting through the courtroom door? He went up like this and around the corner like that. So I, with no delay, ran after him with no delay. When I turned the corner, I saw that magic man run into the defendant lobby. Swiftly I ran. Following him, I threw myself boldly into the room. Why, I remember it like I was right here, because it was lobby number 2, sir. You ran into this room. Huh, I don't see any place to hide in here. Believe it or not, sir, I didn't believe it. Here, in this room, the magician, gone, vanished like a puff of smoke. Except there wasn't even any smoke, he was just gone. That's impossible. Yes, that word. Oh, how many times have I said that word? Even the sound of it causes me indescribable pain. I'm dying. I'm dying over here. Okay, all right. I won't say it again. I promise. But you have to admit, it's difficult to vanish into thin air. Did you search the lobby? I searched. By the pause. There was nothing here at all, sir. That's right, nothing was here, sir. How can he talk so loud and still be hiding something? The vanishing trick. So, Zach was in this room when he vanished. Absolutely, sir. I saw him with my own eyes. I have 2 eyes. I use both of them. That red silk hat, that flowing cape, he ran right in here, right inside this room. Silk hat, cape. That's Zach, all right. But, sir, look at the room. There's not a single place to hide. So there was nothing I could do, but nothing, sir. What about now? Have any ideas? Sir! Ideas about what exactly, sir, if you don't mind me asking? You've had quite a bit of time since then. Has nothing occurred to you at all? Do you have any idea what trick he might have used to disappear like that? Cyclops! I should have known. What did you do, Mr. Meekins? Mr. Meeseeks? The disappearing trick. I may not have evidence for this either, but we gotta start somewhere. Okay, Mr. Meekins. What do you know? Spit it out.
Hey, what's with the atmosphere in here all of a sudden? It's like I'm being constricted by chains.
You know something, and I'm gonna find out what. Zach Gramery vanished from this room. How'd he do it?
How, sir? Well, sir, I can't say Sir!
Why are you so nervous if you aren't hiding something?
Well, sir, you see, at the time, sir, I was here, and, listen, it was impossible. What could such a little girl possibly do anyway?
What did you just say?
Yeah, sir, did I just say something, sir?
No, you screamed it through that megaphone of yours. There was someone else in the room, wasn't there?
Sir, I'm gonna have to invoke my right to remain in a state of not talking.
It's okay, Meekins. You don't have to tell me who Zach's accomplice was. I know who was here in the room that day. It was Magnifique Gramery, the crazy magician. No, it was definitely Trucy. It's the only girl on this list. Trucy Enigmar. We're gonna have to change that last name to something else. Already dressed as the part of magician to the hilt.
Sir, I've never seen that girl until just the other day.
Mr. Meekins, I'm not buying it.
Sir, that day she was here in the room, sir. But he wasn't.
You mean you chased her into this room, not him?
Sir, in my days as a police officer, literally days, I learned a thing or two. Okay, just one thing, but it was not how to mistake a girl for a 7-foot-tall magician.
7 feet? Zach isn't that tall, is he? You have a point. I find it hard to imagine that anyone would mistake a little girl for Zach Gramery. But you saw something, and therein lies the trick. I think you know what it was, Mr. Meekins. Tell me, does this trick look familiar? I don't have any tricks. We're gonna have to stop because we haven't been somewhere to learn about tricks yet. We don't have enough evidence to pull this off. We're gonna have to come back and get this one. Do a little more legwork. All right, okay, all right. I don't like having to move around so much, but Mr. Meekins, all we have to do is show him a trick that Trucy knows, and he'll be relatively easy to crack. So let's look somewhere else. I like the Drew Studio, I like the Wright & Co. law offices, and we haven't discovered anything here in the present yet. I don't think. We don't even have the locations yet. So let's head back to the law offices. We're just gonna... in order. 7 years ago, Wright & Co. law offices.
Oh, morning, Daddy.
I'm so glad you came.
You okay, Daddy? They're picking on you.
I am fine as always. This old boy is here to help me after all.
That's young man to you. Good morning. That's a cute outfit you have on.
Thanks. My first show today, after all.
2 weeks have passed since then. I called her into my office. Oh, Trucy. Trucy, there's something we need to talk about. It's been 2 weeks since your father disappeared. We need to start thinking about your future. I did some calling around. This is hard to say, but you have no living relatives. Except your uncle, who we definitely know about. So, I was wondering if you wanted to stay with me for a while. Just until your daddy comes home. It won't be long. I hope. Of course, it's totally your choice. You can do whatever you want. If you don't like it here, you can go wherever you'd like. I'll help you out, okay? I could look up some places you might like to stay at. This is so weird.
Mr. Attorney, Daddy told me about you. He said I could trust you.
Huh. Really?
So, if I stay here, does that mean you'll be my family?
Huh? Oh, I guess so. Getting weirder.
Mr. Attorney.
Actually, why don't you call me Nick? Or you can call me Daddy if you'd like. It doesn't have to be today or anything, okay? Just whatever makes you the most comfortable, okay? That's fine.
Okay, say, Daddy.
That was quick. Yes.
If I move here, I have to switch schools, right? And I was thinking I haven't paid for lunches at my last school for a year. So thanks, Daddy. Oh, and this office is a little blah. A little color goes a long way, you know.
Did you just pull a scam and redecorate my office at the same time?
Oh, and Daddy, you got fired from work, right? Don't you worry one bit. I work twice as hard. We'll make it through this.
Trucy, how old are you?
Oh, I'm 8. But don't let appearances deceive you. I'm a young professional. Stick with me and you'll do just fine, Daddy.
Thanks. Why does it feel like she's already in charge? What's happened? What's happened, Trucy? Let's, Wait, what are you gonna do to my office?
So, Daddy, you got fired from being a lawyer, right?
You could at least kind of look aside or something when you say that. Not be quite so happy about it. It's actually kind of hard for me. For Daddy. It's hard for Daddy.
Oh, I'm sorry, Daddy. Wait, is that foolish pride? My other daddy always used to talk about that.
Actually, that's pretty accurate.
So here's my idea. We'll make a new office. Law just seems so stiff, doesn't it? And no one will be my friend at school that way.
Well, that won't do, I guess. I just don't know much about anything other than law. Or even much about law, if you were to ask some people.
Maybe the problem is calling it an office. We should run an agency instead.
You mean, like, a talent agency? Forgive me for asking, but doesn't that require talent? I don't draw, I don't dance,
You got me, don't you? I'm a professional.
Professional?
Yep. After all, I am directly descended from the famous Zach Gremery.
Directly descended? Hey, he's your father.
Oh! Now I'm directly descended from the famous Phoenix Wright, too.
I think an 8-year-old just massaged my ego. Studying, not graduating. Didn't get the degree. Got a law degree instead, I guess. Because of a trial. Could you tell me a bit more about your daddy, Zach Gremery?
Daddy? Sure thing, Daddy. I'll tell Daddy about my daddy.
This is confusing. In a lot of ways. Which daddy was which again?
Daddy's so amazing. The biggest star of True Gremery, and that big.
The Gremerys. They were on television a lot. Haven't seen them on much recently, come to think of it.
Big magic happened when you put Zach and Valant Gremery together, you know. Once they made a giant waterfall, right there on the stage. And this giant trout swam up the giant waterfall.
Let me guess. There was a giant fisherman waiting for him at the top?
I wish I could have seen more of Daddy's magic.
Ah! I shouldn't have brought it up so soon.
I wonder what'll happen to me with Daddy and Mommy both gone.
Mommy? Yeah. What about Mommy? I haven't heard anything about Trucy's mother.
But I have my magic and a great daddy, even if he is unemployed. You know, I think things are going to be okay.
I wonder if she'll talk about her mother. Mommy? let's, Trucy, you're a professional. Money's important. What can you do, hon? So, Trucy, you're a professional.
Yes, it's like that thing they say. Baby frogs grow up to be frogs.
They say that? I mean, tadpoles grow up to be frogs. There's not really such a thing as baby frogs. They're tadpoles.
I always thought it's funny, though.
What was?
Are baby frogs called tadpoles?
Yes. Thank you, Trucy. You're a smart girl. You're very smart.
Maybe they thought it would be easier to understand that way for kids. How stupid.
Right? Yeah. So, in conclusion, you're a professional magician, Trucy.
That's right. Well, wanna see a trick?
You're going to do a magic trick? Yes, show me tricks. I want to see tricks. Actually, I would like to see your trick. For reasons. The future of the agency depends on it, after all.
That's the spirit. Ready? Here goes. Ta-da! Hey folks, it's Mr. Hat. I gotta say it's good to be seen.
Ah! Where did that come from? What? Whoa, that was startling.
The amazing Mr. Hat. Isn't he great?
Your friendly neighborhood Mr. Hat at your service.
He certainly makes an impression.
Does he? I'm so glad you like him, Daddy.
Now my routines do get a bit heady at times, huh? Get it? Heady? They're quite intellectual.
My friendly neighborhood Mr. Hat nearly gave me a heart attack. Amazing Mr. Hat added to the court record. We can use that to break Meekins. Okay, let's ask about your mommy. This is probably gonna be distracting or sad. Could you tell me a bit about your mommy, if that's okay?
Mommy was so pretty. She was like an angel up on stage.
On stage, you mean with your daddy?
Yep. She was always there with Zach and Volant, smiling. But then she went away.
Went away?
It was a grand illusion, but she made a mistake. She vanished, and I guess she didn't know how to get back.
Maybe so.
I cried then, a lot. That's when Daddy gave me this. Here.
This is your mother? She's beautiful.
Her name's Thalassa. Thalassa Grammary.
Poor girl. I didn't know her mommy had gone missing. And now her daddy's vanished too, right before her eyes. Being a magician is really, really dangerous.
Hey, Daddy, you won't.
Don't worry. I won't vanish. I promise. I don't know how to.
Right, you can't even do magic. You're like a backup plan. Daddy always said to have a backup plan.
I guess all I rate is as a backup plan. Well. Trucy's locket, added to the court record. I think that's probably enough for today. Sorry to ask you so much all at once like that.
It's okay. After all, we're family. I just hope you're ready. The Wright Talent Agency opens tomorrow!
What? But are we representing anyone?
Me and you? That makes two, Daddy.
I think you need more than that to make an agency. Besides, you may be a magician, but I'm no talent.
Oh, I'm sure there's something you're good at.
Well, when you put it that way.
You mean you don't have any tricks? No old standbys? This will not do! A boy should always have a trick or two in his pocket.
Okay, alright, okay. I'll think of something.
That's the spirit. See you bright and early tomorrow, Daddy.
Welcome to the team, Daddy-o!
The team. Right. Phew. Sometimes, when magicians vanish, they leave something behind. That's how Trucy became Trucy Wright, my daughter. To be honest, I was pretty lost those first few days. Thinking back on it, it was a pretty dark time in my life. But Trucy, happy, smiling Trucy, she was my light.